Welcome to English Made Easy. Learn through stories. In today's English lesson, we will start with an English story and then explain a few words and phrases from the story to help improve your vocabulary. Let's get started. Escape from the Echo Lake. Chapter 1. The Stranger in the Cafe. It was a cold autumn morning in Echo Lake, a small town near the mountains. The leaves were orange and yellow, and the air was fresh and cool. Anna Gray, a photographer, sat at a cafe by the lake. She was having breakfast and enjoying the quiet morning. Anna liked to take pictures of beautiful places. She was working on a book about lakes in the Pacific Northwest. Echo Lake was her next stop, and she loved how peaceful it was. As Anna sipped her coffee, she noticed a young man walking towards her table. He had brown hair and a kind smile. He seemed a little nervous, but he walked up to Anna and spoke. "Hi, do you remember me?" the young man asked. Anna looked at him closely. She didn't recognize him, but she didn't want to be rude. I'm not sure," Anna said, trying to be polite. "Have we met before?" "Yes, at the photography exhibition in Portland," the man said, smiling. Anna thought hard, but she couldn't remember meeting him. She had been to many exhibitions, but his face didn't seem familiar. "I'm sorry, I don't remember," Anna replied, feeling a bit embarrassed. The young man's smile faded a little. He seemed disappointed, but he quickly tried to hide it. "That's okay," he said. "My name is Alex Harper. I'm a journalist. I really liked your work at the exhibition." Anna felt a little better. It was nice to know someone appreciated her photos. "Thank you, Alex," Anna said, smiling back. "It's nice to meet you." As they talked, Anna noticed an older man sitting at another table. He had a scar on his face and was wearing a dark coat. He was staring at them. Anna felt a bit uneasy. "Do you know that man?" Anna asked, nodding towards the man with the scar. Alex turned to look at the man. His face changed, and he looked worried. "No, I don't know him," Alex said quickly. He looked around as if he wanted to leave. Anna felt a strange feeling in her stomach. Something didn't feel right. Why was Alex so nervous? And why was the man with the scar watching them? "I think I should go," Alex said suddenly. He stood up, looking around again. "Wait," Anna said, feeling a bit confused. "Is everything okay?" Alex forced a smile. "Yes, everything is fine," he said, but his eyes didn't match his words. "It was nice talking to you, Anna." Before Anna could say anything else, Alex hurried away, almost running. Anna watched him leave, feeling more confused than ever. She looked back at the man with the scar. He was still watching her, but when he saw her looking, he quickly turned away. Anna felt a chill go down her spine. Who was Alex? And why did he leave so quickly? And what about the man with the scar? She didn't know, but something told her that she would find out soon. Chapter 2. The Note in the Bookstore. Later that day, Anna decided to explore the small town of Echo Lake. She wanted to take some photos and maybe find out more about what was happening. As she walked down the quiet streets, she saw a small bookstore with old wooden shelves and a big window. "I love bookstores," Anna thought to herself. "Maybe I can find something interesting here." Anna entered the bookstore. It was cozy inside, with the smell of old books filling the air. The shelves were full of books about history, nature, and stories from the past. Anna began to browse, looking at the different titles. As she picked up an old book about the history of Echo Lake, something unexpected happened. A small piece of paper fell out of the book and landed on the floor. Anna bent down to pick it up. The note was folded, and it looked old. Anna opened it carefully and read the words written in simple handwriting. "Meet me at the old pier at dusk. Trust no one. A." Anna's heart started to beat faster. The note was signed with the letter A. Could it be from Alex? She remembered how he had left the cafe so quickly, looking scared. Was this note meant for her? Anna looked around the bookstore. There was no one else there except for the old man at the counter, who was reading a book. He didn't seem to notice her. What should I do? Anna thought. Should I go to the pier? Is it safe? Anna felt nervous, but her curiosity was stronger. She decided that she had to go to the pier and find out what this was all about. I'll be careful, Anna told herself. If it's Alex, maybe he needs help, and if it's not safe, I can leave quickly. Anna put the note in her pocket and left the bookstore. As she walked back to her hotel, she couldn't stop thinking about the note and what it might mean. She felt a mix of fear and excitement. When she got to her hotel room, Anna checked the time. It was late afternoon and the sun was starting to go down. She didn't have much time. I need to hurry, Anna thought. She grabbed her camera and put on a warm jacket. Then she headed out towards the old pier by the lake. As Anna walked, the sky grew darker, and the town became quiet. The sound of her footsteps was the only noise she could hear. She felt her heart beating faster with each step. Finally, Anna reached the old pier. It was a wooden dock that stretched out into the lake. The water was calm, and the air was cold. Anna stood at the end of the pier, looking around. There was no one there. She waited, feeling both scared and hopeful. Where is Alex? Anna wondered. Was this note really from him? Chapter 3. The Meeting at the Pier. Maybe I should go back, Anna thought. This place feels strange. Just as she was about to turn and leave, she heard footsteps behind her. Anna's heart raced. She turned around quickly, hoping to see Alex. It was Alex. He was walking towards her, but he looked different. His face was pale and he seemed very nervous. Anna could see that he was worried about something. Alex! Anna called out softly. Anna, I'm glad you came, Alex said, but his voice was shaky. He looked around as if he was afraid someone was watching them. Why did you ask me to meet you here? Anna asked. What's going on? Alex sighed and rubbed his hands together. He seemed cold and scared. Anna, I need your help, Alex said quietly. I'm in trouble. Big trouble. Anna felt a chill go down her spine. She didn't know what kind of trouble Alex was talking about, but she could see he was serious. What kind of trouble? Anna asked carefully. I'm a journalist, Alex explained. I'm here to write a story, but it's not just any story. It's about something dangerous. There's a group of people here and they're doing bad things. I've been following them, trying to find out the truth. Anna listened carefully, her eyes wide with concern. What kind of bad things? She asked. Smuggling, Alex whispered. They're smuggling things in and out of Echo Lake. I found out too much, and now they're after me. Anna's heart skipped a beat. She didn't know much about smuggling, but she knew it was illegal and dangerous. That's why you were so nervous at the cafe, Anna said, understanding now. And the man with the scar? Is he one of them? Yes, Alex nodded. He's the leader. He saw me talking to you and now he thinks you're helping me. Anna felt a wave of fear wash over her. Me? But I don't know anything about this. I know, Alex said, looking worried. But they don't care. That's why I asked you to meet me here. I need to leave town, and I think you should too. It's not safe for you to stay. Anna was shocked. She came to Echo Lake to take pictures, not to get involved in something so dangerous. But now she felt trapped. Where will you go? Anna asked, her voice trembling. I don't know yet, Alex said, but I have to get away before they find me. And you need to go somewhere safe, too. Anna looked around the darkening lake. The pier was quiet, but she felt like they were being watched. Okay, Anna agreed. But how do we leave without them seeing us? Alex looked around, thinking quickly. There's a small boat under the pier, he said. We can take it across the lake and then find a way to leave town. Anna nodded. She knew it was dangerous, but she also knew they had no other choice. Let's go, she said, trying to stay calm. They both walked carefully to the edge of the pier. Alex found the small boat and helped Anna climb in. But just as they started to row, a noise made them freeze. Someone was running towards the pier. Anna looked back and saw the man with the scar. He had found them. "Row faster, Alex," Anna whispered urgently. Alex rowed as fast as he could, but the man was getting closer. Anna's heart pounded in her chest. Chapter 4. The Escape. Anna and Alex were in the small boat, trying to row away from the pier as fast as they could. The man with the scar was getting closer, and Anna could see the anger in his eyes. The water around them was dark, and the night was closing in. "Alex, we have to go faster," Anna whispered. "I'm trying," Alex replied, rowing with all his strength. But the boat was small, and the lake felt huge. The man with the scar was almost at the edge of the pier now. Anna looked back and saw the man reach into his coat. He pulled out a flashlight and shone it directly at them. The bright light made Anna squint, but she could see his face clearly. He looked furious. "There they are!" the man shouted, his voice echoing across the lake. "Stop them!" Anna's heart raced. She knew they couldn't let him catch them. They had to get away. "Alex, we need to hide," Anna said urgently. Alex nodded. "Hold on, Anna," he said, turning the boat towards the side of the lake where the trees were thick. "We'll try to lose him in the shadows." They rowed towards the dark trees, hoping the man wouldn't see them. But the flashlight beam followed them, and Anna knew they had to act fast. As they reached the trees, Alex pulled the boat into the shadows. The trees were tall and their branches hung low over the water, creating a dark, hidden spot. "Keep quiet," Alex whispered, stopping the boat under the branches. "Maybe he won't see us here." They both held their breath, listening. The only sounds were the water gently lapping against the boat and the leaves rustling in the wind. Anna's heart was beating so loudly she was afraid the man would hear it. The flashlight beam moved slowly across the water, searching for them. Anna could see it moving closer to where they were hiding. "Please don't find us," Anna thought, her hands gripping the edge of the boat tightly. The beam of light came closer, and Anna felt like time had stopped. But then, just as it was about to reach them, the light moved away, shining in the opposite direction. "He's looking somewhere else," Anna whispered, relieved. Alex nodded but stayed still. They both waited, afraid to make any noise. After what felt like forever, the man with the scar gave up and turned off the flashlight. "They must be gone!" the man shouted angrily. "We'll find them later." Anna and Alex watched as the man walked back along the pier. He was still looking around, but he didn't seem to notice them hiding in the shadows. Soon, he disappeared into the darkness. Anna let out a long breath. "We did it, Alex," she whispered, her voice shaky. "We escaped." Alex smiled weakly. "For now," he said, "but we're not safe yet." They stayed quiet for a few more minutes, making sure the man was really gone. Then Alex slowly started rowing again, keeping the boat close to the shore and under the cover of the trees. "We need to get across the lake," Alex said softly. "Once we're on the other side, we can figure out what to do next." Anna nodded, still feeling scared but also relieved. "I just want to get away from here," she said. As they moved through the water, Anna looked up at the sky. The stars were starting to come out, twinkling above them. Despite everything, there was a strange calm in the air. "I never thought I'd be in a situation like this," Anna thought, still trying to process everything that had happened. They rowed in silence for a while, the only sound being the soft splash of the oars in the water. The other side of the lake was getting closer, and Anna started to feel a little safer. But just as they thought they were in the clear, a sudden noise broke the silence. It was the sound of another boat engine starting up, somewhere not too far away. "They're coming after us," Anna gasped, her fear returning. "Stay calm, Anna," Alex said, trying to reassure her. "We're almost there. We just need to keep moving." Anna nodded, but her hands were shaking. The sound of the engine was getting louder, and she knew they didn't have much time. "Come on, Alex. We can do this," she thought, trying to stay brave. Finally, they reached the shore on the other side of the lake. Alex jumped out of the boat and helped Anna onto the land. They quickly pulled the boat into the bushes, hiding it from view. "We have to keep moving," Alex said, grabbing Anna's hand. "We can't let them find us." Anna nodded, and they started running into the woods. The trees were tall, and the ground was uneven, but they didn't stop. They had to get as far away from the lake as possible. As they ran, Anna's heart pounded in her chest. She didn't know where they were going, but she knew they couldn't stop. The danger was still out there, and they had to stay ahead of it. Chapter 5. The Final Confrontation. Anna and Alex ran through the dark forest, their hearts pounding. The sound of the boat engine was still in the distance, but they knew they had to keep moving. The trees were thick, and the ground was rough, but they didn't stop. "We need to find somewhere to hide," Anna whispered, her breath coming in short gasps. "I know," Alex replied, looking around. "There must be a safe place nearby." They kept running until they came to a small clearing in the woods. There was an old abandoned cabin in the middle of the clearing. It looked like it hadn't been used in years, but it was their only option. "Let's hide in there," Alex said, pointing to the cabin. Anna nodded, and they quickly ran to the cabin. The door creaked as Alex pushed it open, and they stepped inside. The cabin was dark and dusty, but it felt safer than being out in the open. "We can wait here until it's safe to leave," Alex said, closing the door behind them. Anna leaned against the wall, trying to catch her breath. "Do you think they'll find us?" she asked, her voice trembling. "I don't know," Alex admitted, "but we have to be ready if they do." "We should keep the lights off," Anna said softly. "We don't want them to see us." "Good idea," Alex agreed. "Let's just stay quiet and listen." They both sat down on the floor, close to the door. For a few minutes, everything was silent. Anna started to think that maybe they were safe, but then she heard a noise outside. It was the sound of footsteps on the dry leaves. "Someone's out there," Anna whispered, her fear returning. Alex nodded and put his finger to his lips, signaling for her to stay quiet. They both listened carefully as the footsteps came closer. Suddenly, there was a loud bang on the door. Anna jumped, her heart leaping into her throat. "Open up!" a deep voice shouted from outside. It was the man with the scar. "I know you're in there!" Anna and Alex looked at each other, their eyes wide with fear. They knew they couldn't let him in. "We have to fight back," Alex whispered, trying to stay calm. "We can't let him catch us." Anna nodded, but she felt terrified. She had never been in a situation like this before. But she knew Alex was right. They had to do something. "Let's block the door," Alex suggested. He started pushing an old chair against the door, trying to keep it closed. Anna helped him, using all her strength to move a heavy table in front of the door as well. The man outside banged on the door again, harder this time. "Let me in, or you'll regret it," the man shouted, his voice filled with anger. Anna felt like her heart was going to explode. She didn't know how much longer they could hold the door closed. "Stay back!" Alex shouted through the door. "We don't want any trouble!" The man with the scar laughed, but it wasn't a nice laugh. "It's too late for that," he said. "You should have stayed out of this." Anna felt tears in her eyes, but she wiped them away. She had to be brave. "We can't let him in, Alex," Anna whispered, her voice shaking. "We have to protect ourselves." Just then, there was a loud crash as the man tried to force the door open. The chair and table moved slightly, but they held the door closed for now. "We need to find something to defend ourselves," Alex said urgently. He looked around the cabin, searching for anything they could use. Anna saw an old metal pipe on the floor. She picked it up and handed it to Alex. "Here, use this," she said. Alex took the pipe and nodded. "Okay, stay behind me, Anna," he said. "I'll try to stop him if he gets in." Anna grabbed a piece of wood from the floor, ready to help. She didn't want to fight, but she knew she had no choice. The man outside banged on the door again, harder this time. The door creaked, and Anna knew it wouldn't hold much longer. Suddenly, there was another noise outside, but it wasn't the man with the scar. It was the sound of a car engine approaching the cabin. The man stopped banging on the door, and everything went quiet. "Who's that?" Anna whispered, feeling confused. Alex peeked through a small crack in the door. "It's a police car," he said, surprised. "Someone must have called the police." Outside, they heard the man with the scar cursing under his breath. Then there was the sound of footsteps running away into the woods. The police car stopped in front of the cabin, and 2 officers got out. "It's the police. We're safe," Anna said. Alex opened the door slowly, and the police officers rushed in, their flashlights shining in the dark cabin. "Are you okay?" one of the officers asked, looking at Anna and Alex. "We're okay now," Alex said, lowering the metal pipe. "But the man with the scar, he's getting away." The officers nodded and quickly ran out of the cabin, heading into the woods to find the man. Anna and Alex stood in the cabin. They had made it through the night, but they knew it wasn't over yet. "Thank you for being so brave, Anna," Alex said, giving her a small smile. Anna smiled back, feeling grateful to be safe. "I couldn't have done it without you, Alex," she replied. As they waited for the police to return, Anna felt a sense of hope. They had faced a dangerous situation together and had come out stronger. Now they just needed to see what would happen next. Chapter 6. A New Beginning. Anna and Alex stood in the cabin, waiting for the police officers to return. The night was quiet again, but Anna could still feel her heart beating fast. She was relieved, but also tired after everything that had happened. A few minutes later, the police officers came back. One of them spoke to Anna and Alex. "We couldn't catch the man with the scar," the officer said. "He got away, but we'll keep looking for him. You 2 should come with us to the police station. It's safer there." Anna and Alex nodded. They were both ready to leave the dark woods and find safety. "Thank you for helping us," Anna said to the officers as they walked to the police car. "It's our job," the officer replied with a smile. "We're glad you're okay." They got into the police car, and as they drove away from the cabin, Anna looked back at the dark forest. She felt a mix of emotions, relief that they were safe, but also worried about what might happen next. When they arrived at the police station, the officers took Anna and Alex to a small, warm room. They offered them some tea, and Anna held the warm cup in her hands, feeling a little better. "You 2 were very brave tonight," the officer said. "Can you tell us more about what happened?" Alex explained everything: the smuggling, the man with the scar, and how they had been followed. The officers listened carefully and took notes. "We'll do everything we can to catch the people involved," one of the officers said. "But you both need to be careful. It might be best if you leave town for a while." Anna looked at Alex, and he nodded. "I think that's a good idea," Alex said. "We'll leave Echo Lake tomorrow." Anna felt sad about leaving the town, but she knew it was the right choice. "I'll miss this place," she said quietly. "You can always come back when it's safe," the officer said with a kind smile. After they finished talking with the police, Anna and Alex were given a room to rest in at the station. They were both exhausted, and as soon as Anna lay down, she fell asleep. The next morning, Anna woke up early. The events of the night before felt like a bad dream, but she knew it was real. She looked over at Alex, who was still sleeping. "I'm glad we're safe now," Anna thought, "but I'll never forget what happened." A little later, Alex woke up too. "Good morning, Anna," he said with a tired smile. "Are you ready to leave?" Anna nodded, Yes, I think it's time, she replied. They gathered their things and thanked the police officers one more time before leaving the station. As they walked outside, the morning sun was shining, and the air felt fresh and new. Where will we go now? Anna asked as they walked down the quiet street. I'm not sure, Alex said, thinking. But I was planning to go back to Seattle. You're welcome to come with me if you want. Anna smiled. That sounds like a good plan, she said. I can finish my photography project there. When they reached the edge of the town, Anna looked back at Echo Lake one last time. The lake was calm, and the trees were full of color. It was hard to believe such a beautiful place had been the scene of so much fear. Goodbye, Echo Lake, Anna whispered. Maybe I'll come back one day. Alex smiled at her. We'll both come back, he said. But for now, let's focus on what's next. They continued walking, leaving Echo Lake behind. As they traveled, Anna felt grateful for Alex's friendship and for the strength they had found together. The road ahead was uncertain, but Anna knew that as long as they stuck together, they could face anything. The end. The story is aligned with the A1 level of the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages, CEFR, which is the beginner level. Here are 5 words and phrases from the story with their meanings and examples both from the story and real life. 1. Curious. Meaning, eager to know or learn something. Story. Example. Anna felt uneasy, but also curious. Who were they, and why did Alex seem so afraid? Real-life example. A child might be curious about how a toy works, so they take it apart to see inside. 2. Relieved. Meaning, feeling happy because something unpleasant has ended or been avoided. Story example. Anna felt a wave of relief wash over her. Maybe they were going to be saved after all. Real-life example. After a stressful exam, a student might feel relieved when it's finally over and they believe they did well. 3. Dangerous. Meaning, likely to cause harm or injury. Story. Example. It's about something dangerous. There's a group of people here and they're doing bad things. Real-life example. Driving too fast on a wet road is dangerous because it increases the risk of accidents. 4. Hide. Meaning, to go somewhere where you cannot be seen or found. Story. Example. Let's hide in there, Alex said, pointing to the cabin. Real-life example. Children often hide during a game of hide-and-seek, finding secret places where others can't see them. 5. Brave. Meaning, showing courage, not afraid to do something difficult or dangerous. Story example. Thank you for being so brave, Anna, Alex said, giving her a small smile. Real-life example. A firefighter might be considered brave for running into a burning building to save someone. Here are 3 things the reader can learn from the story. 1. The importance of trust and teamwork. 2. Facing and overcoming fear. 3. The value of bravery in difficult situations. This story and voiceover have been provided by English Made Easy, Learn Through Stories. Copying or re-uploading is strictly prohibited.